All right, so first of all, my question is, in the first movie and in this movie, the ladies seem to last a little bit longer than the men underwater. Why do you think that is?
Girls are just cooler, man.
It's ladies' night.
Girl power.
Girl power.
Girl power, yeah, totally.
Well, it was like extremely terrifying down there, more so than the first movie because of all the scenery we had going on. What did that actually look like, and was it as scary as it seemed on camera?
Yeah, I mean, they made very lifelike, intricate, large sets for us under there. And so when we went under, it was like, if it were green screen, you'd kind of have to like create this world, but they created a lot of it for us, and then we kind of just had to fill in the blanks. And being underwater under those circumstances, you know, sometimes it doesn't feel like you're acting. It kind of just feels like you're just doing what your character's doing.
Yeah, I had a personal, like, weird thing. I actually didn't talk about it, but I've seen this thing on the internet where, have you ever seen the statue? It looks like Jesus, but he's like underwater with his arms wide. And it's like that is the scariest thing to me. For some reason, like, like imagining being underwater and seeing a gigantic statue, then going down like with it. That was scary. So when I saw there's like a circle of like an altar statue thing, and like I was above it, and I was just like, I had to go down like near it. That was actually one of the scariest parts for me. Like, but I was appreciative because the set design was just enough to make me feel something. So it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And so I'm sure you guys didn't need to be any more scared than you already were, but given the story, did you guys pull any pranks on each other just to like scare each other even more than you already were?
I wish.
Well, I like, you know, after a while when you're underwater for so long, you gotta like make it fun. So, you know, like on the mask, there's the regulator, the button, so you do that and it like flushes the person's mask, and I would kind of just go up to everyone and just like
Pressure regulators.
to our safety divers. That's kind of annoying. But they pranked me on my second day of shooting. There was a tunnel that they had built behind me, and they said, this is just a rehearsal, look into the tunnel and then look out so the camera can see you. And I said, okay. And I do it, and no one told me that they had the shark head right there. And that was the first, like, that's what it would feel like. Yeah, welcome. That's how it would feel if I were in the ocean and I saw it was.
For sure.
It was numbing. But it was cool.
What kind of prep work did you guys have to do? Like scuba lessons?
Yeah.
I mean, were you guys good swimmers before this? What did you have to do exactly?
I enjoyed swimming, but I mean, it was great to actually have scuba lessons in a proper pool. And then I took like a day as well just to go out in the open sea, where like to Catalina Island just to like swim around before actually getting to the tank. And then we still had a warm-up lesson in the DR as well, in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, it was a lot of training. They wanted to make sure we were prepared and had the right skill set.
And that we didn't take time away from actually being, you know, on set. And because can you imagine doing a take and being like, wait a second, I can't really, you know?
Yeah,
no, for sure.
We were just, consistently underwater, and after a while it kind of felt like second nature, but of course they had to prepare us for that.
As actors in the industry, how did tackling these roles, you think, really prepare you for anything and everything that you're going to have to do next after
We're
this?
invincible.
Yeah, like overcoming something that's challenging, it gives you this confident boost and
Satisfaction.
Yeah, for sure. And like I just remember just even the small, because we didn't nearly do as intensive work as the girls did. So, but I definitely, all of us had to earn our worth on this set, and like being able
everyone
to.
had their different challenges.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. Like mine was pretty challenging in itself, and like walking underwater, and there's just a lot of things that we had to conquer. But when you do it, it's like, you feel great. You feel great. You feel great.
Yeah.
And so what about stunt doubles? Did you guys have those, or did you request to do a lot of your own work like that?
I didn't have a stunt double.
I didn't.
Me and all the girls had stunt doubles, just in case. But for the most part, actually, me, Sophie, and Sistine, everything in the Dominican is 100% us. So cliff jumping, whatever, we did that ourselves. And then also in the tank, we did everything we could. I think the only time that they used a stunt double was when we went over our hours. Like, you can only be in the tank for so long.
So legally.
So legally. So like if it's feet sometimes or hands, but I have to say we did as much as we possibly could.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much.